Hi, my name is Serena Cuevas, and I'm in the Kinesiology 204 class, Techniques and Analysis of Fitness and Weight Training. Today I'm going to be going over core exercises, and we're going to be doing 9 core exercises. So the first 3 are going to be in the stabilization phase, second 3 are going to be in the strength phase, and then the last 3 are going to be the power phase. So let's go ahead and get started. The first exercise that we're going to do is called isopronads, and this is in the stabilization phase. So you're going to be standing or lying down in a prone position with your forearms touching the ground, flat on the ground, and your toes are going to be touching the ground as well. So you're going to be lifting up, making sure to keep your back straight and hold this position for as long as you desire. It could be between 10 and 30 seconds. Alright, so the next exercise is called the floor prone cobra. And again, for this exercise, you're going to be on the ground in a prone position. Except this time, instead of your forearms being forward, you're going to have your hands at your side. And so what you're going to want to do is pinch your gluteal muscles and your shoulder muscles at the same time, and then also rotate your forearms externally so that your thumbs are pointing up and you're lifting up with your chest at the same time. So you repeat this motion as many reps as you need. That was the floor prone cobra. The last core stabilization exercise that we're going to be doing is called a quadruped. So for this one, you're going to want to get down on your hands and knees, making sure that your arms and thighs point straight toward the ground. Head is in neutral spine position, and the hands are going to be right under the shoulders and the knees right under the hips. So now you're going to be raising your right leg and your left arm up with the full range of motion and hold for about 10 seconds. So you want to make sure to try and keep the hips parallel to the floor. So in other words, you're trying to keep stable so you're not rotating your hips to either side. So bring it down after about 10 seconds, and then try the other side and hold. That was a quadruped. Alright, so I'm going to bring in my friend Jay to help me out with the remaining exercises. We're going to move on to strength exercises, and this first one that we're doing is called a floor crunch. So Jay, why don't you go lie down on the floor in a supine position, so that means that you're facing upward and your back is on the floor. So your knees are going to be bent enough so that way the soles of your feet are on the ground. And you're not crossing, but you have them about right there. So hands are going to be at your side. And I want you to crunch up, engaging your stomach muscles before your head. And just slide forward. So try and keep your hands to the ground and slide forward. That's the floor crunch. So this next strength exercise is going to be the leg lifts. So again, we're on the floor, except now this time our legs are fully extended out with the feet pointing upward in flexion. And you're going to be lifting it to about a 20-degree angle, so right about here. And then from there, go up to almost a 90-degree angle and try and do that a little like medium speed. Good. Those are called leg lifts. Alright, the last strength exercise that we're going to be doing is called the ball crunch. So like the floor crunch, except with use of this exercise ball. It's a little bit easier on the back, so it might be a better option for those with lower back problems. So the first thing you're doing is you're lying supine on this ball with your lower back, having contact with it. You can either cross over your chest like this, or you can lace your fingers behind your head, whichever you prefer. You prefer crossing over your chest, so we'll go ahead and do that. Your knees are supposed to be about a 90-degree angle, so right about there. And shoulder width apart and pointing forward. So again, like the floor crunch, you're engaging your core muscles first before lifting your head. So why don't you go ahead and do a floor crunch right over there. Yeah, and that's the motion that you want to have when you're doing this exercise. Alright, so next we're going to get into the core power exercises. So with these, you do want to use a medicine ball. Unfortunately, I don't have a medicine ball, so we're going to go with this instead, improvise. Again, we're also using this exercise ball that we have here. So this is called the ball medicine ball pullover throw. And what we're doing here is, it's almost like a crunch, except when you have the medicine ball, Jay, you're going to have your arms fully extended back as you're leaning backwards, and then when you're throwing it straight out to me. Yeah, and then I'm going to throw it back to you, and you catch it, and you go back again. And these are also going to be, when you get to the strength exercises, they're all in rapid motion. So as you get a rhythm, you can try and increase the speed to as fast as you can tolerate. Alright, this next exercise is called a chest pass. And what you're doing here is you're standing with your feet about shoulder width apart. You're holding the medicine ball in the middle of your chest and you're just thrusting it forward to your partner with a little bit of force, or with as much force as possible. But since this isn't a medicine ball, we're going to change it a little bit. And you're aiming for your partner's chest. So that will be the chest pass. Alright, so the last exercise I'm going to go over today is called the soccer throw. And it's just like a regular soccer throw, except with a medicine ball. So you start with your arms fully extended and just go over the head and throw forward, making sure that you follow through. So with all these exercises that I had Jay helping me out with, you could just do against the wall and throw it against the wall and have it bounce back with you. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching this video.